If you're a religious thinker in philosophy and you're trying to figure out this evidence thing, I've got some suggestions. So I'm trying to develop a new epistemology. I always have been. I studied 18th century epistemology. And what comes out of the 18th century and what becomes an alternative to scientistic thinking is really this idea that you can just present thought experiments and what I call real philosophy to people and have them think, have them change their mind, have them see the world in a different way. In the same way, art makes you see things in a different way. Now, this is opposed to and can best be seen by critiquing most forms of analytics. So for new students, people that aren't super experienced, analytics is is primarily the past 300 years where people talk over and over again about nothing, trying to be super precise and be somewhat scientific about a thought rather than a thing. So they're trying to prove to you you have free will, you don't have free will, God exists, God doesn't exist. They're doing all these things that you need to understand if you're in philosophy, whether you're in theology or whether you're in strictly epistemology like I was. But you have to be aware of the opposite. That opposite is this scientized strategy where everything has to have really precise arguments, which means the best way to understand it is comments where people are like, you didn't prove that, or there's no proof for that, or where's your concrete evidence? How is it falsifiable? All this shit that came from science. And so this is what you have to understand as a philosopher is there's a place for all that stuff. It's clear. And there's also a critique of people that do bullshit philosophy that aren't doing enough of that. So there's a place for analysis, but there's a problem with fundamental theories of knowledge related to that really precise, hard, dispassionate, argumentative proof that really results in people just bickering because, especially in theology, one person is believing a kind of philosophy of organism, life, big questions as they relate to life and what they see as what really matters. And another person overanalyzing, doing this strict analysis and dragging philosophy into the pits of hell in this way because the masses are going to side with the theologians even if they don't like God because no one wants to overthink something. But you got to be careful because it requires some rigor, it requires some analysis, it requires some systematizing. But that's maybe all of philosophy is that fine line. So I want you to think about this stuff. I want you to be aware of new theories of knowledge, and I want you to send me pizza because I'm starving to death again.